Kat Stewart got here by besting Rose Von Rake, 11-4, 12-10 in the semis. And that's the first point of this match. Meantime, Mendez, 11-3, 11-3 over Sophia Seving in the semis, and ending one of the 4 people that we came into yesterday with that had a chance to win a Triple Crown.
Yeah, we came in with 4, we left with none.
2-0.
The last person standing in that regard was Jay DeVilliers, and he got knocked out in men's doubles yesterday, but he still has a chance to leave here a very happy person.
There are 2.
And Stewart will miss wide. So that'll get the first point here for Mendez.
1-2. Side out.
And the side out. I'll tell you, it's crazy. Like you and I talked earlier in the week about, you know, how the timing of this year's tournament was like right at the tail end of the sweet spot of the weather. And I think we're now getting into the very beginning of the not sweet spot, because it is hot and sticky here today.
Great move there by Stewart. Deep approach to the backhand of Mendez. Comes up to that kitchen line. A perfect angled volley to end it. Yeah, it's certainly the last 2 days have been much more humid. The temperature-wise, it's not up there, but the humidity for sure.
Stewart able to get off now to a 4-1 advantage.
4-1. Point. Timeout receiver. 5-1.
This is kind of what we've seen from Stewart over the last few weeks. Really putting a lot of power in that forehand.
So Mendez will use a timeout. Out of the timeout, Mendez hoping to
5-1.
be able to break the rhythm here of Stewart.
Side out.
And it does just that.
1-5. Point.
Good pressure there from Mendez coming forward early on that third. Look for Mendez to start trying to take some balls closer to the baseline, or if not inside the baseline. Oh, great angle from Stewart.
Side out.
Looked like Mendez was in control on that exchange until Stewart says not so much. So
5-2.
serve back to Stewart at 5-2.
Point.
Make it 6-2. Chad, aside from the obvious that you're on your own, you got to cover more court. Strategically, what are the main differences of how players approach singles versus doubles?
Well, yeah, I mean, 100% you're out there by yourself. It's very mental as far as the singles game, but that ball just wide. You know, some players prefer that, right? It's you've got to grind it out. You don't have anybody else that you're relying on.
You also don't have anybody else to blame.
That is true.
Great length by Stewart.
Oh, around the post, just deep, though.
It was a good idea, just had too much on it.
Yeah, unless you've played singles pickleball, you don't realize just how physically grueling and grinding it is out there. Yes, you're playing on a smaller court, but that ball's not coming up as much. You don't have as much reaction time.
Well, and that's what Kat Stewart says. She says all the time to her tennis friends, you know, who are a little bit dismissive of it. And she says, you know, have you actually gone out and tried? And that two-handed backhand into the net as Mendez misses an opportunity.
Just rush that backhand volley right there. Tried to get it off a little too quick.
7-4.
Yeah, it's a special kind of person that really loves pickleball singles.
Point.
Another good approach shot there by Stewart.
Mendez does have one timeout remaining and probably another point away from taking it.
Mendez was pushed to
8-4.
3 a couple of times here throughout this draw this week. Oh, great volleys there from Stewart. Deep, just inside the baseline.
And I guess that's one of the big differences in singles, right? If you can control it like that, you get somebody going to one side, there's nobody there to help on the other side. Case in point.
Yeah, again, Stewart, once she's getting up to that kitchen line, she's really putting Mendez on the run.
So Mendez is going to use her second and final timeout at 10-4 here in the first. And that will do it. Stewart taking control and really never seemed threatened in that first game. She takes game 1 11-4, game 2 coming up in just a moment. Ready to go with game 2 as they change ends.
0-0.
Stewart starting game 2 with the serve in the near court.
Point.
There's a nice shot down the line for Stewart and a little English on that, tough for Mendez to get a real return on it.
Well, and that's one of the things from Stewart. She hits a very heavy ball, a lot of power, a lot of top spin. And Mendez really hasn't been able to find the timing. You're seeing a lot of her balls being very high above the net. Usually we see her dipping a lot of balls. I think that's because Stewart is getting that ball on her so quickly.
Point.
And that was long, so already 3-0.
3-0. Side out.
Just a little flat there from Stewart on that approach.
0-3. Point.
Better
Nice
job
shot.
there. Yeah, better job there from Mendez, creating a sharper angle off of that first volley.
1-3.
The winner down the line for Stewart.
Well, that's when you know Stewart's on right there. Short and compact with this backhand. Big dip on it. Perfect passing shot.
Point.
Oh, can't miss that. Open court volley right there for Mendez.
4-1.
So she read it well, but she missed it. A little bit of frustration coming out for Mendez now.
And she's going to use a timeout here. Already a 5-1 margin in game 2. Katerina Stewart reached as high as number 158 in the tennis rankings earlier in her
Seconds.
athletic career.
Remaining timeout. Server 2, receiver 1.
Participated in all 4 tennis majors
Time
along
in.
the way.
5-1. Point.
Mendez lost her footing right there. It's a good ball from Stewart. Going back behind Mendez. You saw Mendez triple up on the backhand there, trying to pinch
6-1.
Stewart deep into the corner. Next approach.
Misses wide.
Yeah, Mendez is just getting a little too big on those volleys, trying to do a little too much with it. And that's the pressure that Kat Stewart is creating. Every ball's coming back, and it's coming back with pace.
Stewart keeping it alive, but going side to side right now.
Not going to get that one, though. Mendez with a great touch volley.
It's the hardest that she's made Stewart work so far. Doesn't do much, though.
Well, you see even with that mishit there from Mendez where she's, you know, that tells you that she's kind of rushing a little bit. It's quick with that finish on the backhand, comes straight across the body.
7-1. Point.
This is wide to move it to 8-1.
Right now, Mendez feeling like she can't catch a break.
Oh, great extension to be able to get that. Stewart loving it. Mendez saying, what do I need to do? And Stewart is just 2 points away from the gold. Mendez is going to use her second and final timeout as Stewart trying to punch her name into the U.S. Open pickleball history. Kat Stewart in control here in the second game of the women's singles gold medal match. Took game 1 11-4. And Mendez not looking to make it easy.
Well, Mendez is such a competitor. She's not going to back down at all. She's going to give and try to leave everything out on the court. But when you get answers like that from Stewart, that's tough right there. Perfect forehand roll on the passing shot.
9-1. Point.
And that was long, so that takes us to championship point.
10-1.
Kat Stewart, the 28-year-old out of Miami.
Light out.
And she'll have to wait after the errant serve.
110. Light out.
So championship point number 2.
10-1.
And it only took 2. Katerina Stewart, her first ever U.S. Open Pickleball Championships medal, and it's a gold on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a dominant performance there from Stewart. The timing was on. The precision was on. She just put so much pressure on Sion Mendez. There was nothing that Mendez could do to answer to it.
Stewart dominant. She wins at 11-4, 11-1, your women's singles gold champion. All right, back here in Naples, and we are with the women's singles gold medalist for 2026, Katerina Stewart. And Kat, I know you came close in nationals, and now a few months removed, you've got gold here in Naples. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything to me. It's just showing me that the hard work that I've been putting in is finally paying off, and I'm super proud of myself, and I'm super happy with how I'm playing so far.
What do you think of this tournament and how big it has become for this sport?
Yeah, it's one of a kind. I mean, honestly, the support here is incredible. Everyone here is so professional. I love it here, and so do the players, so it's been a great time.
And, of course, you came from a tennis background, and I know that some tennis people still kind of look at pickleball and say, you're playing pickleball. What's your message to them?
No, pickleball is way better than tennis, sorry. But it's not as easy as it seems coming from tennis, but I'm really grateful that I found this sport and that I'm playing so well.
Well, congratulations. It was fun to watch. And real quick, just your thoughts on playing Mendez in that championship. I know that she's a lot better player than the final score looked, but you made it look easy.
Yeah, Sion's a great player. I've known her for a long time now. I know that she wasn't probably playing her best today, but I'm glad that I was able to pull it off, so yeah.
All right, Katerina Stewart, your 2026 women's singles gold medalist. Let's hear it. Congratulations. Let's bring Eva Welsher in, who's got the all-important championship cap, the Skechers footwear, and, of course, the gold medal and the prize money. We're going to take a timeout. More to come from Naples as we continue on with the 2026 Franklin U.S. Open Pickleball Championships.